start again. Functional obsolescence. So remember, that's when something gets, after it's used, it's going to be thrown away. Piggy banks, pens, those things don't even exist anymore. But single-use cameras, okay? And then the last one is about technological. So if something gets developed or changes, the technology changes, that's what also makes some things go out of fashion. So not out of fashion, but out of use, or don't exist anymore. So tape recorders, washing machines, albums, printers, projectors. So as soon as the quality changes or the technology changes, that's when the product becomes obsolete. Okay? So planned, style, functional, and technological. Okay. Last part of this is, well, no, there's a couple of more things to do, but in relation to obsolescence, there's also product versioning. So what that means is a product's version can change, or the generations can change. So you've probably seen it with iPhones, with the different Samsungs, with whatever types of phones there are, where it's different numbers. So the versioning and the generations are a little bit different. You can read the definitions here, but essentially, or a version is the same type of thing, but it's done a little bit different. Maybe the prices are different, maybe the model is different, versus the versioning is each year, maybe they come out with something new, it's the same, maybe new features, new technologies, whatever it is, to make it different than last year's. Okay? So you can have a look through the advantages and disadvantages of versioning and generations. Okay? So a lot of it has to do with that idea of technological development, or just advancing, moving faster, economic growth. That's one of the biggest points of it. It's not necessarily, it's bad, we're going to throw all this stuff away, but the fact that you can grow more and do more, and it can be more, especially in regards to technology, is why it makes the difference. All right? Disadvantages is that, yes, because of it's happening and because they're learning more and doing more, you have to spend more time and money into researching and getting better and better and better at it. Also, it can be seen as a waste because things get thrown away. You've got however many different models of iPhones with the same types of raw materials. So that's one of the biggest disadvantages. But that's my take on it. It takes me a while to buy new things, or whatever it is, because I don't want to throw away any of the old stuff, especially if it still works. But remember that technological advancement is important as a part of the advantage. Okay? So in your notes, or if you're in class, what I want you to try to do is something, I shouldn't take too long, but just write down some of those advantages and disadvantages. What's the difference between new versions and generations, and how that compares to obsolescence. Okay? So have a minute, write this down, and I'll talk to you about the next thing in a second. Thanks.